Alright, trade recap for January 28th. Today is Wednesday. I'm going to be going over, honestly, it's not even a trade recap. I didn't take a trade today. Today was FOMC, so I was pretty cautious on if I was going to take a trade or not. I wasn't planning on taking a trade. But, yeah, so in the higher time frame, like pre-market, main thing that I did notice just hopping on was we get a SMT with Asia low. Right here is Asia low, as you can see. Flip to ES. This is the S&P 500, and we had a lower low on the S&P 500. Okay, so what am I going to be? Short-term bullish? Not necessarily. I mean, yes, SMTs do matter, but don't take them so literally. Especially on a day like this, delivery is going to be a lot worse than normal, and it is a pre-market SMT. Usually they don't end up playing out. So flip to the 5-minute time frame here. We were still inside of this 5-minute here, but let me just flip to the 4-hour real quick. We were very premium in this range. So I mean, in this 5-minute range or 15-minute hourly range, we were pretty balanced out in this range. But, higher time frames, everything. I mean, you are a day trader. If you're watching this, I'm assuming. I don't know why you'd be watching this if you're not. But we are extremely premium up here. Okay, so if I want to see longs, I want to see actual pullback. And I want to see higher prices out of that. Very simple. Very basic concept, and yeah, so to begin with, I'll just mark out this SMT. This is my condition right here. What is a condition? Basically, if we inverse this 5-minute, I will be short-term bullish. We are in a market maker buy model, the 5-minute time frame here. We do have this sort of LR here. We have this intermediate high on the 5-minute time frame. If we flip to the 15-minute, it's also a 15-minute intermediate high here. Flip to actual market open, and there was one good trade that I maybe would have taken, but price action were just way too premium, and I didn't favor it. But so off open, we had a Judas swing. There might have been a 30-second in this leg. I'm not going to take a 30-second on a day like FOMC. We end up re-manipulating this low here. We do end up tapping true day, still holding this bullish SMT. We ended up tagging this bottom hourly gap. Flip to the 15-minute time frame. We tapped this pretty discounted 15-minute, but I didn't even realize this in live time, but we made almost exact equal lows here. You can honestly consider this equal lows. So never want to take longs against that. I didn't see it in live time. I wouldn't have taken this in live time anyways. I marked it out just from my Discord. We had a 2-minute inversion to the upside here. This was a break-even trade. This was the entry. Stop loss would have been about like right here. Didn't matter. You could have had your stop loss. Hard stop here. Maybe if price ended up closing bearish on this 2-minute, then manually just get out of the trade. But we had kind of these relative equal highs towards London, so could have just aimed for London here. Pretty simple. Ended up getting break even here. Never ended up hitting. Actually, we did end up hitting this 15-minute internal high here on the S&P 500. On the NASDAQ, we didn't end up hitting it, making a bearish SMT here. This is the trade I like. I didn't love it. That's why I didn't take it. If you're not confident in the trade, don't take it. That's just how you are not profitable. It's that simple. If you're not confident and you hesitate, don't take the trade. It's that simple. Even if it ends up working out and you didn't take it, who cares? But this is the trade here. I probably would have just targeted Asia low. Stop would have been at this body high here. 3-minute inversion, 15-minute sweep of this gap here on the S&P 500, making it SMT. Reason this could have failed if it wasn't FOMC. We had this relative equal high here, also kind of, 3 stacked highs, just LR that kind of need to get ran. We're super bullish overall, so going against the high time frame trend, but 3-minute inversion of the downside, SMT inside of a 15-minute gap. I do like that. You were longing against a bullish SMT, but I still like it, and yeah, that did end up stopping. It would have stopped me out. I'm not going to say I would have had my stop at this high here, at the SMT high, just because the risk to reward was so bad, but it actually would have ended up playing out. I mean, I'm not going to lie about it, but I wouldn't have taken this trade. So, or if it wasn't FOMC, I might have taken it. But yeah, that was just today's price action. And then if you skip to FOMC, FOMC was honestly really bad. Like, just look at this. FOMC, it started, opened right here, where I'm hovering over. Horrible price action. If you traded in this, you're cooked. And yeah,